Hello, lovelies. It's She here from Golden Thread Tarot. How are you doing today? I am here to bring you another channel message. I hope this message is finding you blessed and full of abundance, as always, my sweets. So let's go in and see what kind of message that Spirit has for you today. I'm hearing practice, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect. That's what I heard. Practice, 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 practice makes perfect. So don't be scared to jump in. Exactly. If you want your wish fulfillment, if you want to get here to this 9 of Cups where you're receiving your wish fulfillment, you know, don't be scared to jump in, to get into it. Reach out, ask for help. You have doorways that are opening up for you. You have opportunities coming your way to fulfill your wish fulfillment. To fulfill your wish fulfillment. But you gotta jump on the opportunities, right? You gotta jump on these opportunities. Okay. So 6 of Pentacles. Spirit is really saying here over the next few months, what you give your energy to is what you're going to give back. So if you give a lot of, I don't care about this energy, I don't care about doing this energy, I just don't have time for it, I don't have time to take care of myself, or I don't have time to work on that side hustle or that side project, I don't have time to do my spiritual work, so if you're putting in that time, if you're putting in that effort, you're gonna be getting that back. So that's what the universe is letting you know right now, right? Some of you also, the Spirit is saying that some of you have also, maybe because of some limiting mindsets that you have and belief, you're scared to ask, right? There's some part of you that's scared to ask. I don't know if you're scared to ask because you're scared that it won't come in, or you're scared to ask because you've been trained to not want, to not take up space, to not have wants and desires of your own somewhere deep subconsciously inside. But Spirit is saying, like, you're scared to ask. So there is some of you out there who are scared to try because you're scared to ask. But Spirit is saying, ooh, okay. Spirit is saying it's time. The Fool and the Ace of Swords. It's time. Take action, right? Action is required. Take that leap of faith. Have that faith in yourself that victory is going to come to you, right? Know that you are going to take that leap and the universe is going to be there to catch you. And I'm really being drawn here to like this side right here. See how it's like the palm leaf and then it's got the rose, and see how this person has the laurel wreath up here. I know laurel and palm's not the same thing, but it's got the laurel wreath up here and then they're holding the white rose. So it's like you and Spirit together, are gonna really make this happen. And this is really reminding me of kind of a combination on this side over here. It's kind of reminding me of a combination between the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. So it's about getting out of your mind, but standing in your truth, knowing that you have the knowledge, knowing that you have the power, knowing that you will be able to stand up and accomplish whatever it is that you need to accomplish. You just need to know that you can do it. Ask for it and you will be given. But, opportunities are coming your way, but you have to seize them. You have to take them. You have to set them up. You can't just say, oh, I wish I would win the lottery, but then you never go and buy a ticket. Like you can't just say, oh, I wish that I had this dream job or I had this dream relationship, but you're not working on yourself, but you're not going out there, but you're not going on dates, but you're always just sitting at your house all the time. Like, how is the universe is kind of like, work with me here, work with me. Okay. Like this universe is saying your spirit guides, the universe is saying, hey, we want you to be on this path. We want you, what you wants you back, but you got to be willing to work for it. You got to be willing to put, to take that leap of faith when it's offered to you. This is like praying and praying and praying for an opportunity and then having it fall right into your lap and you're just like, no, I guess I won't. And the universe is like, what? Like, this is what you've been begging me for. This, y'all, on the bottom of the deck, I didn't even see this. I just put it down. There is the Queen of Swords. You are going to have to stand up in your truth and set those boundaries, not just for other people, but for yourself. You're going to have to sit down and say, self, We can't let our wounded inner child or our shadow self jump in the reins and say, you know what, forget this. Let's give up. Let's just sit around. Let's not do it. Let's not work on it. It's not going anywhere. You probably aren't taking it anywhere anyway. So no, Spirit is saying, hey, have those boundaries, set that boundaries up for yourself. And as you guys can see, right? Look at that. I love how beautifully the universe just like set that out, right? Well, it's more like this, right? But that's the truth. Have this, to jump up and say, okay, I'm gonna do this. And it's kind of like between this, it's giving me the energy of, right, you steading fast and saying, I know the truth, I know who I am, I know my worth, I stand in it, I recognize that, I know I can do this, so I'm gonna take this leap of faith. What I don't know, I'm gonna look at it as in, like, if there's things that I need to learn, if there's things that I need to, if there's skills that I don't have that I need to accomplish, I'm just going to jump on them and I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to take those opportunities. I'm going to take those coincidences when they pop up, and when I have those people, randomly saying, oh, I've read this book or I read that, and you're thinking, wow, that's something that I thought that I was just thinking about that might help me out. Take the hint, right? Spirit is saying, take the hint. What you're giving out, and it's such a strong energy over the next few months. Spirit is saying, don't give up. Keep working on your projects. Keep working on that side hustle. Keep working on that dream. Keep putting in that effort. Keep going. Rest when you need to rest, but don't be scared to jump in and take those opportunities and have the strength of character to know I can do this, and put up those strong boundaries even with yourself. Say, no, you said, if you said, you know what, I'm going to stick to this diet and I'm going to eat fresh for this long, do it. If you say, no, I'm going to get up and I'm going to exercise, do it. If you said, you know what, I'm going to get up and I'm going to meditate every day and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, do it. Just make time for it. Make time and do it, because what you give that energy to and that effort to is going to be given back to you tenfold over. That's what Spirit is saying. But you have to hold yourself to that. And when opportunities come up, and they present themselves to you, stand in that and say, I know. Right? Because there are things that you're holding on to, that you're holding back. There is this sense of a lack that you have inside of you. Like, I don't know if I have it in me to really do this. I don't know if I have it in me to really believe in myself. I don't know if, it's this, and it's and it's holding you back. It's like this tower moment that's happening, that you're creating here for yourself, where, your instincts are telling you you can do this, but you're juggling back and forth. Can I? Can't I? I guess I will. I guess I won't. With this two of Pentacles here, I guess I will. I guess I won't. For some of you, it could be overindulging. I saw that Three of Cups back there. For some of you, it could be overindulging, in some things that maybe, and that's not, you're bringing this injustice energy out for yourself, boo. You're bringing this injustice energy out for yourself, and sitting in this indecision of not going ahead and doing what Spirit has been telling you that you need to do. Go ahead and start this journey, right? Go ahead and start this journey. Go ahead and do what you need to do, because you will be in this Nine of Pentacles independent energy. You will see yourself as successful. You will see this success coming back to you. Some of you are going to be like, dang, I don't even recognize myself. Like, who is she? Who is he? Right? A lot of you, there is things that you need to walk away from, the things that you need to let go of. And for some of you, you might have been kind of discouraged, right? Some things might have happened that kind of made you feel a little bit run down, or a little tired, or a little discouraged, right? The inner, that whole, it's really starting to change. And that energy of, no, why don't you just stay the same? That shadow energy of just walk away and give it up. And, don't do that. Just walk away from it. It'll come back up and it'll try to rear its ugly head. And that shadow energy inside you will try to convince you, your fears and your limiting beliefs will try to convince you that you're just too tired, or that you just don't have time, or that you just can't do it, or that, you're just too busy with all the other things that are going on to really do that. Do you really have time to take that class? Do you really have time to start saving up? Do you really have the money to do that? Yeah. And Spirit is saying that you're causing this almost kind of stale energy within you. this hangman energy right here, and spirit is saying that they want you to get into this position where they don't want to have to get where it's causing a tower, where they have to keep you in this position for you to see this in a different light. They want you to go ahead and see this and go ahead and do this and go ahead and make this change, because there is this sense of you don't see yourself as this, right? You don't, there's something inside of you doesn't see yourself as this Nine of Pentacles. It doesn't really believe that you can do it, but you can. Your shadow self, your wounded inner child, it's hearing those voices really loud of just give up, you can't do it, nobody believes in you. You're kind of, you might, and it might even be really deeply subconsciously, it might not really actively be talking to yourself like that, but stuff like that can just come out as, I should probably really work on that, but I'm just so tired, and just all of this, and I don't have any help, and I just, I can't, like, I'm just going to go lay down, and I'm not going to deal with it. I'll deal with it some other time. It's that kind of energy. It's just like, and spirit is telling you, they're not telling you to push yourself to the point of burnout. There is a sense here that maybe perhaps you did push yourself to the point of burnout, and now this burnout is kind of really getting to you, and it's getting you down, and you're just kind of like, oh, like I don't really feel like it. And probably because of all of these retrogrades we've been going through, all the eclipses, it's a really draining energy. And now Saturn is in retrograde, and that's a really draining energy. So all of that karma, all of that past energy is just bam, 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 hitting you really hard. Pay attention to what your Saturn, what sign your Saturn is in, okay, in your chart, because that's really going to help you understand what's really going to be trying to trigger you and trying to drag you down right now and make you feel kind of like, that kind of energy. So be aware of that right now. It's really going to be pushing you, and it's going to be like, how bad do you really want it? Well, I really want it. Okay. But balance it out, right? Balance it out. Make sure that you are doing those self-love practices, that you are doing those things, that you are giving yourself those moments of rejuvenation so that you can have that energy to keep pushing yourself. Know when to rest, but know when to say, you know what? No, you've sat down enough. It's time to get at it. No, it's time to keep going. It's okay, right? Now is not the time to give in to those temptations of, I guess I'll just put it off, or I guess can I really do this? It's not time to give in to that. Exactly. Seven of Wands. It is time for you to stand up and defend yourself against those kind of lack mentality ideas that you have that are limiting you and holding you back. 100%. It's that, oh, I know I need to do it, but I'm just not. Oh, I know I need to say it, but I just haven't. Oh, I know I just need to do this, but I'm so, make sure that you are giving yourself those moments of serenity, that you're giving yourself those moments of tranquility, that you are doing those self-love practices, that you're drinking your water, that you're getting the rest that you need, that you are taking those days off, but that those days off don't turn in, because there's so many opportunities that are coming your way, that are knocking at your door, that there's so much energy that just wants to come flooding into your life. But Spirit is saying, hey, we have been telling you, we've been knocking at your door telling you, hey, you need to do this. Hey, please do this. Hey, focus on this. And it's kind of got you feeling overwhelmed and burned out, but Spirit is saying it's okay. Take a breath. We don't want you to get so burned out and so worn out that you can't do this. For some of you, are already feeling that burnout, and Spirit's like, we warned you, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to rest. It's okay to feel a little bit depleted, right? You know what you need to do, right? Do those cleansing baths. Do calling back your energy. Do doing those return to senders, right? If it really gets you in that mood and it gets you in that good place, to light some candles, to burn some incense, to do some cleansing, to cleanse your house, to cleanse your space, to cleanse you, do some mask, do some, lotion up your whole body, do some sitting in the bath and giving yourself those moments when you can feel that rejuvenation. Search out those things that are going to give you that rejuvenation, so you don't feel like you need to get it from just like sitting around, or from giving into those kind of like darker or more shadow impulses of, I need something to make myself feel better, and whether or not it's going back to, eating greasy foods or whatever it is for you, right? Make sure that you are kind of keeping that stuff in balance. So it's really going to help you feel better. It's really going to help you feel better. Spirit said, you know, just kind of retouch base with yourself, ground yourself in your energy. Exactly. You are going to have to pull in deep, right? Into yourself and find that strength inside of yourself. Find that perseverance inside of yourself to stand up and say, no, I'm not going to give into those old impulses. No, I'm not going to do, you know, I'm not going to step backwards. I'm going to keep pushing forward, right? But I'm going to do it in a way where I'm not over pushing myself, but I keep on working on things, but I keep on doing those projects, but I keep on, you know, putting the effort in to get that wish fulfillment, right? Keep on doing your manifestations, keep on scripting, keep on, you know, doing that, and, you know, keeping up with your stuff. That's what Spirit is really pushing. Keep keeping up with your stuff. It's gonna be okay, right? Spirit's not mad or anything like that. It's just gonna really pay out. You're just gonna be so much happier. Yeah. Pay attention to your emotions right now with the Queen of Cups, right? Pay attention to your emotions. Also, pay attention. Yeah, I was just about to say, pay attention to your intuitive hints that you are getting right now. And when this Queen of Cups and this Ace of Wands coming out right here. Okay, I'm not trying to trigger anybody when I say that because I feel this energy, right? For some of you too, pay attention to your sacral and your solar plex chakra. They're both underactive. Okay, they're both underactive, and really dig into this filling your own cup energy to get this ace, that kind of Ace of Wands, like motivation, right? Get outside, spend some time in the fresh air, doing things or doing activities that really make you feel good, make you feel grounded. And Spirit is just saying, like, it's not always going to be easy. You're just going to have to make time for yourself. You're going to have to legit. And so it's literally the difference of being like, okay, me time is sitting down, you know, vegging out in front of, you know, or like whatever in front of the TV. Instead of doing that, you know, read a book. Go sit outside, go meditate, go take a cleansing bath. Yes, I'm not saying don't do it all, you know, it's like don't do it all the time. Yes, you can have that hamburger every once in a while. Yes, you can, you know, sit down and watch some TV every once in a while. That's fine. You know, I'm not saying that it's terrible, you know, but, you know, do some things that keep your mind a little bit more entertained, a little bit more, I don't say entertained, a little bit more in that creative flow is what Spirit is saying. A little bit more in that creative flow. And that's really going to help you. And again, here, right? There's the King of Swords. And as you guys can see why I was kind of saying, oh, this, you know, this over here is reminding me of, you know, this, because it's got like the leaves here and then like the roses here. Which I think this is actually like holly leaves. That might be significant for some of you. Holly leaves. Christmas, December, Sagittarius energy. Some all of that might be might strike a chord with you. Okay. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like there's also an energy here of union here with something or someone. A Two of Cups energy. Spirit saying looming, looming. Not in a negative way or anything like that, but yeah. It's at the beginning stages. You're going to be hearing something about this. There is going to be some movement on this front. If that's something that you've been worried about, just keep up with your energy. Okay. Again, King of Wands could be a Sagittarius or fire sign energy here. Two of Wands. Keep looking out there. Again, with the red rose and the white flower, there's a big thing there with, well, this is a peace lily, so like a peace lily, but which also makes me which also reminds me of the Lover's card in this deck. So it is that choice. I am getting that choice energy of the Lovers, in the sense of not like choosing between two lovers, but in the sense of choosing to either step onto a higher path or stay on a karmic cycle, right? Um, and it is Spirit saying like it's really go time. Like it's go time. Like don't, you've been doing so well. Don't allow yourself to slip back. Keep pushing forward, right? Because again, as these wish fulfillments are trying to come about for you, right? As these opportunities are showing up for you, so does the devil. So do the doubts. So do the fear. So does the dark. So does the shadow side of yourself telling yourself you can't do that. You probably won't make it. Why don't you just sit down? It doesn't really matter. Just eat that. Just text your ex. It's fine. That kind of energy, right? Stay in those codependent relationships, again with the red and white flowers, right? With the peace lilies and then the roses. Because there is this grand blessing on the other side of this that's waiting for you, that's coming for you, right? Knight of Rods. And it's going to come in really quickly again, right? With the Eight of Wands. It's going to come in really quickly, spontaneously even. So focus on your stability. Focus on your balance. Judgment. Focus on your path. Yeah, with the Knight of Pentacles. It might be moving kind of slow. So you might have been, kind of being like, you know what? I've been trying so hard. I've been putting in all this work, and it's coming in a little bit at a time. But where is this big abundance that I keep hearing Spirit saying is coming in? And so maybe you kind of got frustrated. Maybe you feel a little down. Maybe you feel a little like I've been pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, and I'm just tired, right? And Spirit says they get that. Lean in, you don't. Spirit is saying you know what energy you are. You know who you are. You know what you deserve. You know what you're capable of. So don't doubt yourself. Which is easier said than done. But you know who you are. You know what your energy is. You know that you are drawing in all this beautiful energy into you. Oh, and then the Empress fell out again. I knew there was another card. The Empress said, pull me. You know that it's your fate, that it's your destiny, that it's a part of your path to be in this Empress energy where you're nurturing yourself and growing and drawing in that energy with that feminine energy. And that's what you're doing. You're drawing it in, and Spirit is trying to send it in, but then you're kind of just like, well, I guess it's not showing up. And then it just goes, oh, so you don't want me to show up? And then you're like, no, I want you to show up. And it's like, okay, I'm coming in. And you're like, well, I guess it's not showing up. And then it's like, oh, like, what do you want? It's kind of this, what do you want energy? And it's be aware of this kind of like Seven of Swords, kind of sneaky energy that, that those kind of like more negative talking voices that you have inside of you, those fear, that doubt, the limiting beliefs can kind of try to rear their ugly head and be like, I guess it's not, but it is, right? It's all about divine timing, and the divine is, again, trying to bring in this justice to you, right? It might be hidden to you. It might be kind of secretive to you. You might not see it in the way that you thought, but you are a magician, right? You are calling in this energy to you. But it is a sense of divine time here, right? And it is this sense of what you give out to the universe is what you're getting back, coming back, right? So you can either be on the underside of this wheel getting kicked off, or you can be up top celebrating, having this moment. And for some reason too, I'm being so drawn to this in the background back here, where it looks kind of like it almost looks like a volcano back there, that mountain does in the back. And it's giving me this kind of energy of stuff about to blow. Like, It's giving me the energy of like when like a volcano in the past, you know, it erupts and then the magma kind of forms like a crust on top, and it builds 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 until finally it just like erupts, like, and it's this big huge eruption. And that's kind of what I'm getting with this, kind of almost like when you really let go of this and you really, it's like this wave, like this rush of just so much of everything you've been asking for and everything that you've been waiting for just comes rushing in, like this whole brand new cycle coming into you with the world card there. And I'm hearing recognition too. Recognition. I feel like a lot of you are having a hard time. Yeah, a lot of you are having a hard time walking away. Six of Swords in reverse. You're having a really hard time walking away from this kind of fear and doubt energy. You also have people around you that that kind of keep you in this kind of fear and doubt and kind of lack energy as well, or kind of feed into that. You know, they could be friends, they could be family, they could be some of the very people that put these limiting beliefs in your head. Exactly. And you really feel like Four of Cups, like you are missing. It's like, oh, well, it's it's kind of almost this energy of what am I lacking, right? Because this Four of Cups is reminding me of, oh, I have these three cups, but if I just had that one cup, so it's like if I just lost that weight, if I just had that person, if I just, you know, if I was in that relationship, if I could just get that acknowledgement from my family or from my friends, if I could just do this one thing, then I would be worthy of all this abundance that keeps coming into me. And Spirit is saying it is not something that you're lacking, in the sense of it's not something that you have not achieved, that you don't have. It's more in your mind, in the sense of you feeling like you lack. So you feel like you don't have what it takes, so it doesn't come in, right? You feel like you're lacking something to achieve this feeling when you're not. But if you don't see it in yourself, then it's not there, right? It could be there, but you have to acknowledge it. You have to accept it. And this is something that you just don't see, right? You just haven't seen it. What do you need to let go of? The fear. One, the fear that you don't have it because you do. The fear that you're not this energy because you are. The fear that you're missing something, that you're not good enough, that it's just not there, that maybe you're just not worth it, or maybe you just need to, you know, there's just something else that I need to do. There's just that one project that I need to do. There's just that one person that I need to have. There's just that one thing that I need that keeps you constantly feeling like, oh, well, there has to be something and I have to be missing something. And here you are covered in all this lusciousness and all this growth, and all you have all of this already here, and you're constantly thinking that there's something you just don't have. And Spirit is saying that thing that you seem to be missing is just you acknowledging that you do have it already. You have it already. But you keep feeling like you don't. You keep feeling like you're not complete or you're not enough. And that's not true. Death. There is this, you are going through such an amazing transformation. And Spirit is saying that, like, your spirit guides are saying, I wish that you could see yourself through our eyes. I wish you could see yourself through it, because it's almost like you could have 100 people telling you you can do it. We believe in you. Wow, you've done so well. And it's that one person telling you, I don't know, I'm not that impressed. That's what you focus on. It's like, oh my God, that person just doesn't believe in me. Like, oh my God, I just don't have it. There's something I'm missing that I don't have it. And Spirit is like, look at all this you're accomplishing. Look at all this that you're doing. Why are you focusing on the thing that's not working? Why are you focusing on the thing that you don't have? Why are you focusing on the thing that you feel like you lack? Pour more energy into what you know you do have. And when you pour your attention and your energy into things that you know that you have, and that you're grateful for those things that you have, that you're grateful for the talents, that you're grateful for the choices that you can make, the power that you have inside of you already, everything else will just fall into place. And you have to have faith in that it will happen, because it will. Yeah, Spirit saying that you are starting this journey, and it's you've come a long way, and it's kind of almost like you're like switching over to a new version of your journey. So it's almost like this feeling that you're starting all over, and so you might have this feeling like, what did I accomplish? What did I accomplish? What did I do? Because I'm here at the zero. I've come so far, and I've traveled so hard, and I've worked so hard just to be here at the zero. But Spirit is saying, appreciate that you're there at the beginning, because you only made it back to the zero because you hit the 10. And now here you are starting back over again, because you've actually evolved. And it's something that maybe it's like you don't give yourself your roses. You don't give yourself the acknowledgement that you truly deserve from how far you have come. Because of course you get used to it. You get used to it. You get used to it so quickly, right? But it's like, really honestly think about where you were a few years ago, or where you were a few months ago, and see how much you really have accomplished, right? See how far you really have come. And be grateful for how much you have accomplished. And I'm not saying that you're not, but it is, we can get wound up in that, in that whole part of the cycle where it's like, oh, I need to heal this, and now I need to heal that, and now I need to heal this, and now I need to accomplish this, and now I need to accomplish that. And we're so focused on what we haven't accomplished that we don't take the time to sit back and go, wow, look at all this that I have accomplished. And in that is a sense of focusing on, it's like, don't focus on what you lack. If you're sitting around waiting for that relationship to come around, and you're focused on the fact that you don't have it, you're going to continue to not have it. But if you focus on the fact, as I say that, the Lovers is on the back. But if you focus on the fact that you are happy, that you are accomplished, that you are recognized, that you are loved, that you are doing, and you feel that happiness inside of yourself, it's just gonna draw, that job, that motivation, that accomplishment, that recognition. It's just gonna draw that into you even quicker. And it's all there. It's all there, just waiting for you to realize that it's already yours. Yeah. Yeah. So this is a very important part of a contract, of a spiritual contract with the Hierophant and the 8 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. It's all very part of a very important self-development spiritual contract that you are working on right now. Lessons that you are learning, and it is you fighting this feeling of always being left out, of not having it, of not having what you need. You do, Queen of Pentacles. You are this abundant person that has so much. And like I said, I'm not trying to trigger anybody, because I can totally get into this vibe too. Sometimes it takes me sitting down and really being like, wow. Slow down, calm down, breathe about it. Look at all this that you have to be so grateful for, And sometimes it's just spirit said, yeah, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself. Oh, Lord. Yeah, so it's kind of that sense of being happy and feeling accomplished, while also feeling like there is more that you can accomplish. But it's like focus more on what's working, what's panning out, what opportunities you are giving, and what you're getting, and Focus more on that. That's what Spirit is saying. Focus more on that. Don't focus on what you feel like you haven't accomplished. And it's an interesting spiritual lesson because it's so different from what we're taught, what most of us are taught, which is concentrate on the thing that hasn't worked out. Concentrate on what you need to improve about yourself. Concentrate on what needs to change. Concentrate on, if you have 4 things going your way, but that 5th thing isn't, well, you've already accomplished the 4 things, so concentrate on that 5th thing. And it's this kind of backwards of unlearning this kind of like, no, the 5th thing will come when you focus more on what is working, because the energy that you put out is what you get back. So when you're like, this is working, this is working, this is working, the 5th thing is just going to kind of resolve itself. You're going to get that inspiration to be like, oh, and now this 5th thing is working, instead of being like, this isn't working, this isn't working, this isn't working. All you're getting back is the energy of, okay, this is still not working, and it's still not working, and it's still not working, and it's still not working. And it can even start making the other 4 things that were working stop working. And this is a big energy in you that Spirit is saying is shifting, but that Spirit is like, you're going to have to do that mental, your part of it, that mental work. That's your part of it, of putting in that work to change. It's not easy to change a habit, especially, but it's about consistency, dedication, and consistency, right? Working on it, saying, I'm going to put in the work, right? Look, both of these people putting in that work with that hammer, putting the hammer down and putting that chisel, picking that chisel up, putting it down, putting in work, right? And Spirit is saying, yeah, some things it just requires work. It just requires you to keep going, to keep pushing, to get to this energy again with the white rose, right? With the white flower. And I understand that if you're kind of feeling this kind of burned out energy, it might be kind of hard to hear somebody, for you're just like, I've been working and working, and now and somebody's like, oh, don't forget to keep working. You're like, really? Like, I'm so tired. But do the things that you need to do to re-energize yourself. She just wanted to make an appearance. You just want to make an appearance? Hey, what's he doing? She's like, I don't want you to hold me. I don't want to be in your arms. I just want to be in your arms. Yeah, I know. I know. I'm sorry. I know. Yeah. 10 of Cups. You have ultimate satisfaction and abundance coming towards you. You really do. You have your wish fulfillment coming towards you. So be grateful, right? Again, with those 3 of Cups, they're on that 4 of Cups. Be grateful for what you do have. Yeah. So Spirit's saying, instead of focusing on this lack, focusing on what you've given up, focus on what you've lost, focus on what you have. Focus on what is working. Focus on what makes you feel good. Focus, and like a healthy good, not like a codependent, oh, it feels good when I eat 30 cheeseburgers kind of thing, you know. I don't know why they keep bringing up cheeseburgers, but you know, not that kind of satisfaction. Focus on that real high vibrational satisfaction that you get. I'm also being really drawn to like the fruit and stuff down here. So so spirit is suggesting that somebody get more fruits and vegetables in their diet as well. You might be feeling really tired because your body is intaking processed food. So if you want to kind of elevate yourself, kind of really up on your water, like double your water content, double, like just really, really make yourself really push on those fresh fruits, those fresh vegetables, raw diet, making sure that your body has all of the nutrients that it needs, you know, and that's going to help combat some of the spiritual heaviness or the karmic heaviness that you're feeling right now. Because you might be very tempted to kind of kind of like saturate yourself and things that kind of weigh down your energy. So spirit saying don't chastise yourself for it, just change the behavior. Just really go above and beyond and be like, no, I really need to do my yoga. No, I really need to do my meditations. No, I really need to do these baths and I need to keep on it. And no, I really, I really do need to focus on making sure I'm having those high vibrational foods in my body. Work on the things that you can control, because what you can't control right now is the astrological energy that's jumping around, the karmic energy that's jumping around right now. All the things that you're purging and releasing, those are all just going to naturally be happening. So focus on what you know that you can control. Don't hang out with that friend group that has you making those questionable choices right now. Don't be going out giving out, at the end of the day, you're a grown up, but I would probably say something like, try to really purify your energy and on as many levels as you possibly can. Really lean into working with your candles or working with your crystals or working with your stuff. Whatever gets you there, whatever helps you maintain that high vibrational energy, focus on it. Maybe even, if it, say that you haven't really been getting into doing like your spiritual baths, get into it. Right? Get into it. And spirit is saying once you get a taste of it, once you start like kind of making yourself do it, because you might be finding that you're having to really make yourself do those things, to push yourself to keep on those regiments, to keep on, your regular schedule. Obviously rest if you need to rest, do those things, don't push yourself too far. But there are some things that might be kind of feeling like, oh, I just don't feel like doing it, even though you need to. Spirit saying go ahead and do it. You're gonna feel better on the other side of it. And the more you keep saying, okay, no, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. No, I'm gonna go ahead and accomplish that. No, I'm gonna stick to my diet. Or no, I'm gonna go ahead and drink that extra bottle of water, or those extra 2 bottles of water. I'm gonna go ahead and keep on that and keep up with that regiment. Or I'm going to go ahead, and I know that I'm tired, but I'm going to go ahead and read that chapter or do those studying that I know that I need to do. Obviously, like I said, all in moderation, of course, but is there anything final that you want to say in the spirit? The Lovers, it's your choice. It's your choice, boo. Surround yourself with peace. With those peace lilies, that's what's giving me, peace, as much as you can. Do things that make you feel at peace, because there are going to be emotionally things coming up, karmically things coming up. Maybe even some people trying to start fights, or even something might come up in your social circle. Some kind of friction might come up, surround yourself with those people that make you feel high vibrational. Surround yourself with those people, are there, are kind, or loving, or supportive, especially over the next few weeks. Really lean into that. And like I said, lean into your regiments, lean into the things that that you might have been being like, you know what, I've been being really tired and I've been slacking off on this or slacking off on that. I need to get back into it. Spirit is saying it will make you feel better. It might take a little bit of extra effort. It might take a little extra time right now. But also be kind, be gentle, be loving with yourself, be understanding, but also, say, hey, hold those boundaries up to yourself, right? Say, hey, you said you weren't going to do this, so we're not going to do it. You said that you weren't going to text that ex, so you're not going to. You said that you were going to keep eating those salads and drinking your water and, keep doing it. You said that you were going to do your meditations, keep doing it. Yeah, because there's a tower. There's a tower trying to brew on this thing this kind of lack energy that you're holding on to, and it's a tower and it's coming up in spirit saying we don't want to burn down this tower, okay, but we will. So don't make us do it. That's what spirit saying. So don't make us do it, please. Yeah, step into your energy, step into your place, step into your energy, get a little bit more organized about what you're doing, and there is also this energy of like control, some kind of issues of control here. You might have an issue with a strong masculine energy. Possibly could be a family member with this Chariot card. It's giving me kind of Cancer vibe, which always remind me of family. This person could be an earth sign, particularly a masculine earth sign or a fire sign, even possibly. It's giving me big Capricorn energy. Or Aries energy. You might, yeah, kind of Aries energy with this Emperor. It's giving me really big Capricorn energy, which is giving me Saturn energy as well. So just be really aware of this. Your masculine energy might be being very challenged right now, or you might be really bringing up some shadow side of your masculine energy right now, of kind of disorganization, kind of falling off the wagon kind of energy. Be aware of that. Okay. Be aware of that, and, make the correct, modifications to your schedule or what you're doing to be aware of that. All right, that's all I have. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. I totally understand. I'm totally there with you guys if you've been kind of feeling that energy. I know that I did that. Spirit was telling me, take a break. You're going to get burned out. Take a break. And you know what I did? I started a second channel. I gave myself more work to do. I was like, no, I'm going to push myself. And then I was like, then all of the eclipses and all the retrogrades hit, and I was like, whoa. So I really had to listen and I had to slow down. So I'm sorry if I'm not, well, I'm sorry if you were kind of missing out on kind of the more regular schedule that I had. However, I needed to do that for myself. So I'm not sorry that I did it, because I needed to do that for myself. I needed to take a break. I needed to slow down, because I know I was doing 2 videos a day. Plus, on top of that, sometimes uploading videos to my second channel as well. I know it's been almost like a month since I uploaded on my second channel, but I had to take that step back. I had to take a little bit of a break, take a little bit of a rest for myself. So don't be scared to do that, but also don't be scared to get back in the groove of things, okay? So, all that being said, I should be more regularly uploading again. Not as much as I was before, because I am trying to give myself that energy break. Thank you guys so much. Either way, I just wanted to say that. Thank you guys so very much for being here with me today. I really appreciate you guys, okay? Check out the links in the description box down below. If you like the content, give it a like. If you're not subscribed to the channel, think about subscribing to the channel and hitting that bell notification so you can be notified when I upload videos, okay? Thank you guys so very much for being here. I hope this gave you the love, light, and clarity that you needed in your situation, okay? Be gentle and give that love energy to yourself, okay? I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!